class. Today we are going to discuss about culture media, and this is a topic from the unit microbiology. This is basically from microbiology, right? So if we say culture media, what is culture media? Culture media or growth medium is a liquid or gel designed to support the growth of microorganisms. So you can see these are the plates that these are, you can see different colorful plates, right? So these are what? These are your culture media. So like culture media is basically what? It is a solid or liquid preparation used to grow microorganism. Like we eat food, right? Human eat food. Human consume food. Similarly, bacteria also eat food, right? So that nutrients we called it basically culture media, because by giving nutrients to the bacterial cell, the bacteria grow over the media. So that is what we call the culture media. Bacteria is cultured and it is used for the growth of the bacteria. There are different types of media suitable for growing different types of cells. Different types of media are there specifically for different types of organism. We will see this. Uses of culture media. Why there is a need of culture media? It is important to grow microorganism outside the body for the following purposes: to identify the cause of infection from the clinical sample so that proper treatment can be given, to study the characteristics or properties of microorganism, to prepare biological products like vaccines, toxoids, antigens. So because of this, we need to culture microorganism. There is a need, or there is an importance to grow microorganism, because every time we can see that the diseases are always caused by microorganism. So to identify the disease, to understand the concept of the disease, we need to first grow the pathogen that is responsible for causing the disease. Now this is basically, we are talking of bacterial fungal disease, but for viruses, bacterial fungal, but for viruses we need a living cell. For viruses, to grow viruses, we need a living cells. Like you can see COVID-19, right? So this is kind of virus. So virus cannot be grown on this culture media. They have to be inoculated in a living cell, because they are living only when they are present inside the living body, living cell, but they are inactive or they are considered as death outside the living cell. So basically culture media is for microorganism like bacteria and fungus. To study why we need to grow them, to study the characteristics or properties of microorganism, and third is to prepare the biological products like vaccines, toxoids, antigens. Coming to composition of culture media, if we see, it is made up of water, energy sources, carbon source, nitrogen source, minerals, salt, and special growth factors. Coming to types of culture media, if we see three types, culture media basically on the physical state. Physical state means what? Appearance. It can be solid. If you see, this is a solid media, right? And these are the microorganisms. Basically this can be considered as, these are what? These are basically bacterial colony. These are what? These are bacterial colony, and this is your solid media, right? Coming to semi-solid media, this is what we call semi-solid media. This is what we call semi-solid media, and third is the liquid media. So this part what we call liquid media. So these are the types of culture media, and that this classification is on the physical state, on the appearance. Coming to classification based on the ingredients, it is of simple, complex, synthetic, and special media. Solid media, agar, to see. Initially it was, if you see, initially this is liquid. So how can you make it solid? Once you add agar powder, you can see this media will get solidified, right? So that is what agar is used for solidification, right? It is also known as a solidifying agent. Agar is prepared from the seaweeds, from red algae, from algae. right? Gracilaria, from the red algae Gracilaria. It is not affected by the growth of, it do not affect the growth of the bacteria, right? It melts at 98 degrees centigrade and sets at 42 degrees centigrade. Semi-solid media are those media which are neither liquid nor solid. They are in between the solid and liquid. So they are known as semi-solid. Such media are soft and are useful in demonstrating bacterial motility and separating the motile from the non-motile strain. So semi-solid media is basically used to check motility of the bacteria. Motility of the bacteria means what? They are used to find whether bacteria is moving or not. Motility stands for locomotion. Locomotion means what? It is basically the movement, right? So this is what is the semi-solid media. Coming to liquid media, if this is a test tube, it only consists of your liquid, right? And this liquid media we call the broth. What we call? We call the broth. Classification based on the ingredients. Classification based on ingredients. Simple media. Simple media consists of nutrient broth, nutrient agar. So nutrient broth plus 2% agar is known as nutrient agar, right? So nutrient broth, if you see simple media, if nutrient broth is present, that is your liquid media. But if you add agar on this, it changes to your nutrient agar, right? So that is classification based on the ingredients. Coming to complex media such as blood agar, it has ingredients that exact components are difficult to estimate because it is made up of many ingredients, right? So it is difficult to isolate the estimate the individual ingredients. So example is, this is your blood agar, this is your blood agar, and this is what we call chocolate agar. You can see the colonies. These are what? Bacterial colonies. These are bacterial colonies. These are basically your bacterial colonies, right? Coming to synthetic or defined media. These are specially prepared media from pure chemical substances for research purpose, and composition of every component is well known. So these are basically used for defined media. Name itself said everything is known in this media. So basically one of the example is your peptone water, which is made up of 1% peptone and 0.5% NaCl. Coming to special media, it deals with enriched, selective, differential, transport and aerobic. These are the types, or you can say examples of special media. Enriched media means what? These are those media which are enriched with some nutrient like blood, like serum, like egg. So they are known as enriched media because they in this media we added special nutrient like blood, egg, right? So we call it enriched because they have got the enriched nutrient amount, right? And this enrichment is basically with the help by the addition of blood, serum, egg. They are used to grow bacteria that are exacting in their nutritional needs. That means these are used to grow bacteria which are very exact in their nutrition. Exact in their nutrition means, you can, in a simple language, you can call choosy. That means they feed only one type of, specifically only one type of, you can say one type of ingredient. For example, let me tell you, if there is a bacteria called Streptococcus, this bacteria feeds on blood. So to grow this bacteria, we need to make blood agar, right? So this is what we call, this is exact in nutrient because it is consuming blood. So that is what we call, it is exact in their nutrition, right everyone? Clear? So that is what is the example of blood agar. Blood agar contains mammalian blood, usually sheep or horse. So the blood which we use for growing those bacteria are basically the blood extracted or isolated from sheep or horse. Typically, the concentration of blood is 5 to 10%. It is used to isolate fastidious organism. Fastidious means these are those organisms which are very exact in their food, exact in their nutrient, right? Chocolate agar contains red blood cells that have been lysed by slowly heating to 80 degrees centigrade and is used for growing fastidious bacteria such as Haemophilus influenza, right? So these are the examples of your blood agar. This is what is a nutrient media, and these are the bacterial colonies growing. This is also a blood agar, and you can see this is eosin methylene blue agar. Sorry, eosin methylene blue. So this agar is basically used to extract E. coli, and when E. coli grows, it gives a green metallic sheet. You can see this green color, right? So this green color signifies that this bacteria is E. coli. Rest bacteria, these are also bacterial colonies, but these are not green in color, so they are not E. coli, right? So you need to understand this. This is McConkey. This is we call McConkey. This is used to isolate the bacteria this is used to isolate sugar fermenting bacteria. Sugar fermenting bacteria, to isolate sugar fermenting bacteria, right? So these are the examples. Thank you so much, students, for watching the session. If you have any doubts and